Welcome to Cozy Noah Vibes. Here, we listen, relax, and drift into sleep. I am Noah, and thank you for joining me tonight. In tonight's story, we will return to the mysterious Peacock Manor, a beautiful house filled with secrets. You will continue to explore it, solving puzzles as you move from one room to the next, to see where you end up. But if you happen to fall asleep along the way, that's okay too. If you haven't listened to the first story yet, don't worry. You can enjoy tonight's episode on its own and come back to experience the initial visit to Peacock Manor later. I received many emails from viewers asking for a sequel to this story, and I hope you will enjoy listening to this wonderful tale, written by Alexandra. Now, give yourself permission to relax and prepare to enter that sleepy state where anything is possible. You can let go of everything from today, all your thoughts and worries. No matter how your day went or how you are feeling, it's time to let it all go and prepare for a fresh start tomorrow. Right now, there's nothing you need to do except rest, relax, and listen to our story. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, release everything you no longer need. Once more, breathe in and gently exhale, releasing all burdens in the process. Let's begin tonight's story. Imagine you are standing in front of a door. What does it look like? Try to visualize its color, material, and the shape of the door handle. Soon, you will walk through this door. Perhaps it will lead you deeper into Peacock Manor, or perhaps you will drift off into sleep. When you are ready, imagine yourself stepping forward, grasping the handle, turning it gently, and stepping through. And this is where our story begins. An enchanting bedtime story for adults. As you look around, you feel a sense of familiar comfort. You are sure you have been here before, even if only in a dream. You stand in a grand, beautifully decorated entrance hall, as if you were in a Middle Eastern fairy tale. Around you, glittering blue and white tiles shine in the light. A small fountain embedded in the floor creates a soothing trickling sound, and in the center of the room, a majestic staircase spirals upwards. You don't know where it leads, but you remember the few doors you saw last time. At the back of the hall, there are several arches, two on the left and two on the right. Each arch above the doorways is marked by shiny white marble columns under mosaic pattern. From left to right, the patterns depict a moon, a seashell, a flame, and a peacock. The last time you were here, you walked through the peacock door. Indeed, there was a real peacock with shiny feathers that once strolled through the hall. The peacock's appearance prompted you to choose the peacock door. Looking around, there is no sign of the peacock now. The house feels tranquil yet not lonely. It is a place of peace, and you feel at ease here. Additionally, you think that if you're lucky, you might see the peacock again. That would be a good omen, indicating you're heading in the right direction within the manor. You already know that the peacock door leads to a hallway and then to a spacious, airy room with views of a garden. but you don't know where the other doors lead: the moon, the shell, and the flame. This time, you decide to choose a new direction, following your intuition as you walk toward the left door with the gleaming mosaic of a crescent moon. Curious about what lies beyond the door, you feel a slight thrill as you pass through the archway. It leads to a narrow corridor without windows, but colorful glass lanterns hang from the ceiling, casting a soft pink glow. When you try to open the door on the left, you find it locked. The door on the right seems locked as well, but you know that finding your way in this house requires patience. It's more like solving a puzzle than simply moving from one room to another. There are so many doors here that it could take some time to find out if they're unlocked. So you decide to continue down the corridor, searching for clues. At first glance, all the doors look the same, made of smooth mahogany wood with ornate brass handles, their surfaces forming pink and golden spots under the light filtering through the colorful glass of the lanterns. This effect is mesmerizing. As you stare at one of the doors, your eyes drawn to these patterns of light and shadow, you notice something different. The handle of this door is shaped differently from the others, with its edge carved into a crescent moon. You think this must be the key, and when you press the handle down gently, it works. The door quietly opens, revealing a dimly lit library. As you step inside, the floor creaks softly beneath your feet. At first, you think this is just a small room surrounded by towering bookshelves, forming a narrow tunnel. There is a window on the far wall, but the curtains are closed. The main source of light is a dusty chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Initially, you thought the bookshelves marked the boundaries of the room, but after a few steps, you find a gap between them, just wide enough for a person to pass through, leading to another area. The library has a very unusual shape. In fact, it is a vast room composed of many different spaces, each small and cozy, with tall wooden shelves filled with old books that exude a faint, pleasant, and slightly vanilla-like scent. You take a deep breath, savoring the aroma. It is so calming. You feel like you've come home even though you've never been to this room before. You are curious about every corner of this place, so you slowly explore the library. The different sections are like rooms within a room, each with a special theme. For example, there is a poetry corner, a history section, and a corner filled with books written in mysterious languages you've never seen before. You have no idea what these books might contain. You'd love to settle into one of the plush armchairs and leaf through these beautiful books, but you're also eager to solve the puzzle. There is a locked door in the astronomy section, and your intuition tells you there must be a way to open it. You have no idea where to begin. The library is huge, and the clues could be hidden anywhere. If the solution lies within one of these books, it might take years to find it. There are so many bookshelves covered in thick layers of dust, with books on all sorts of topics. But perhaps the answer is hidden between the pages of one of these books. Or maybe you need to pull out a book from the shelf to trigger some mechanism to open that door. You take out a few books at random, checking one after another, While this may not be the right way to solve the puzzle, you enjoy the feeling, the weight of the books in your hands, the texture of the pages. Occasionally, you close your eyes and inhale the smell of the paper, the wonderful aroma transporting you to another place or a distant time. But then you remind yourself that there are many more places to explore here. When you draw back the curtains on one of the windows, you catch a glimpse of a sunlit garden. You want to go outside if you can find a way. Maybe that locked door leads to the garden. You wander through different parts of the library, searching for possible clues. You decide the answer can't be hidden in the books. It must be something slightly easier, even if not immediately obvious. Some parts of the library are adorned with decorations related to the books. For example, the astronomy section has an antique globe, while the poetry corner features a writing desk with a quill pen and an ink bottle. Inside one of the desk drawers, you find a note that reads, "Wisdom under the moonlight." You look up at the chandelier. You sense that something is waiting to be discovered. You decide to approach the locked door again. This time, you examine it more closely, trying to touch different places, looking for any possible buttons or triggers. The panel beside the door handle looks slightly different from the others, as if its surface might move. You press it gently, and suddenly, the panel pops out, revealing a small slot. You try inserting the quill pen into this slot, and you hear a soft click. The door opens. Beyond it lies a path leading to the garden. You see a peacock strolling leisurely in the distance. You're glad you chose this path because you know it will lead to a new adventure. And this is just the beginning. In the breeze and sunlight, you feel a peaceful happiness that will accompany you into your dreams. I hope you sleep well tonight and wake up refreshed tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me tonight. Until next time, good night.